to the Inner Wild. Welcome back to my channel. I decided, this is so random, that I was going to go ahead and pick this back up. Spirit's been telling me to get on it, and well, I've been distracted. Part of the distraction is healing. So anyway, I'm not listening to all of the instructions and recommendations Spirit has given me because I am human, and I'm prone to human error and natural resistance with change incurred. And so we're doing our vibrational healing, okay, outdoors. So pardon the distractions that I have, that I give into sometimes. So anyway, I have like 2 or 3 of these loading, and I just want to start fresh, and I'll revisit those later because I think I'm just too in my head with regards to editing, because I'm seeing my past self, and I think I just, there's a lot of hesitation in all of that. So anyway, we're back here, and outside. I hope you are well. Wait 1 second. People are moving along here. I just like to show the cards, appreciate the cards. I just walked up too. Sorry. I think this is it. Okay, before I even read into this, let's go ahead and, because I'm totally feeling this, okay? Spirit, I'd like to invite you into our sacred space to help protect it and help guide the messages that come both from you and our spirit guides, divine beings of love and light, our ancestors, our cosmic family, our recently passed on loved ones. I'm watching a lizard climb down from a tree and back up. Oh, please guide these messages that we need to focus on. This is for the collective whole. And for this timeless reading, yeah, I'm feeling a little awkward today in my delivery, but trying not to think too much about it. Spirit says I just need to keep on, keeping on. Yes. And so a part of that is the inertia, lack of movement, being hung up, both Hangman and 8 of Swords energy, and the 7 of Cups energy, like all melted into one. And so with that whole mix-up of, gosh, it's a lot, mixing with the healing. And anyway, I decided that I was gonna sit out here today and do the vibrational healing within Mother Nature rather than cooped up in my room. So this is a first for this realm. Let's go ahead and start with that. Okay, 43. Okay, so for those of you that are not aware of what this is all about, okay, it's been a while since I've done this, so just give me a second to recap and shortcut it almost, an explanation. So what these cards are meant to do is they're not meant to tell a fortune, but call out the patterns that we live our lives like along this this storyline, this pattern storyline, right? Like our speech is scripted thought. And so it calls out those patterns within our lives, within our very being, in replication, if not opposition to the matrix, the macrocosm versus the microcosm, right? So what these cards are meant to do is not meant to mimic fortune telling or tarot cards or oracle cards, but to call out these patterns that are very familiar and ingrained in our day-to-day, so that we can heal any qualms that are maybe underlying on a subconscious level, and elevate to a higher state of consciousness, a higher state of being. So right now we're at this 3D realm, and the higher plane of existence, a more spiritual way of being, of living, of loving. It also has this concept intertwined but elevated to fearlessness. This is comprised of this element as well. It's a simple means of elevating the concept. So hopefully I described that okay. But what this uses in vibrational healing is colors, patterns, textures, visualizations, phrases of visualizations, suggestions for a path to follow in order to integrate the healing aspects in your day-to-day. Okay, so this is meant to drive in all of your senses to heal on a cellular level, on a subconscious level. So even though this may seem foreign to you and may not click, like it may seem a little too airy and frothy for you to feel like you're actually getting it, you're still picking up this information whether you realize it or not, the healing aspects of it, the healing qualities of it. And the more you involve yourself in such, and this is also to help build your intuitive skills, trust in yourself, trust in the answers in the divine within, to facilitate your soulful existence to a higher capacity, to elevate your trajectory. Okay, I don't want to get too caught up in words, but let's go ahead and just follow through with this. Okay, so we're on inertia there. Inertia. Now, one thing though, we're gonna get the system down pat, okay? Alright, so what I want you to go ahead and do is focus on the images. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just focus on the image itself, the form. Focus on the form, and then the colors, and then notice the textures. Now observe the whole image. If anything calls out to you, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What are the symbols that you are observing at this moment? And notice what feelings may arise from those symbols. Okay. What I see here is a spiral. It's a spiral of growth within. You know, it reminds me of when someone tries to hypnotize you, they have that spiral, like the Twilight Zone, right? Do 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 do, right? And it causes that hypnotic state, causes inertia. But the spiral generally means growth, right? So give me one moment to just observe a little bit more. Oh, okay. So, inertia can it doesn't have to be caused through a state of depression or healing, resting up after, something that you've gone through that's exhausting in life, right? Or draining, right? Inertia can be caused by more lighter subjects like daydreaming, right? And that's what I'm seeing here because of all the colors, and it kind of reminds me of like a wind catcher as well. Not wind catcher. A dream catcher. Yes, a dream catcher. You see this like the lighter aspect of a hypnotic state. But inertia for me is like all of the above, what we just covered. So let's go ahead and read into what this says, okay? You may resist change of direction now and be in a groove of some success, but it is well to remember that all things inert have no potential for growth or mutation. You may be in a status quo job or be following the norm in society to a degree that makes it hard for you to actualize your true being. Examine your societal and childhood conditioning and realize that you can choose to do something different. This may take courage as well as incessant practice. I told you. Okay. Changing habits is sometimes like training a wild animal. To be open to radical change of direction. Let your past die. Your present is formed out of habits of the past, but presence is formed by an oblique change of habits towards the eternal present, living moment. Let your past die. Your present is formed out of habits of the past, but presence is formed from oblique change of habits towards the eternal present. Sorry, another interruption. Okay. Goodness gracious. Forgive me. Okay. But presence is formed from an oblique change of habits towards the eternal present living moment. On the other hand, you may be in a momentum along a path that will change of its own accord. Just watch, wait, and be. I've been impatient. I know. I don't know about you, but okay. So, oh my goodness, okay. So this is the part where you focus on the image, and I give you a visualization to take in the vibratory states of the intended wellness through your auditory and visual state of consciousness and subconsciousness. And then we're going to follow up with an affirmation as well that will repeat 3 times, okay? Okay. Here we go. Visualize and feel inertia within your blood. Inertia says, resist change and become heavy with gravity. Continue the momentum of your habits and you will resist change. Now transform change itself into resistance to change. The momentum of certainty changes death into rebirth. Resist change and become heavy with gravity. Continue the momentum of your habits and you will resist change. Now transform change itself into resistance to change. The momentum of certainty changes death into rebirth. Okay, I'm going to think about that for a second. What does that really mean? Oh, they're talking about status quo. Why would you want to transform change itself into resistance to change? Okay, the momentum of certainty changes death into rebirth. Oh, okay. So I think what they're saying is the acknowledgement of change itself, because on a subconscious level, we're already resistant to change. So calling it out, transforming the actual thought, verbalizing it from a subconscious, bringing it out from a subconscious to a conscious level, making it more concrete that change is equivalent to resistance to change in the human condition, that alone, that concept alone, creates certainty, a momentum of certainty, transforming death into rebirth, actual growth, right? Okay, so right here, affirmation. I allow momentum where my habits support my highest good and change my habits where they do not. Okay, 2 more times, okay? Let's go ahead and just show you what that looks like first, okay? So you might be able to screenshot it. I don't know if I'm showing that properly. 2 more times. I allow momentum where my habits support my highest good and change my habits where they do not. 1 more time. I allow momentum where my habits support my highest good and change my habits where they do not. Okay. Now, because we're in this state of inertia, what I want to go ahead and do, I don't normally do this, is jump ahead to the higher realm of thinking, okay? To give you a gist of where we should be at, well, not should be at, because where we should be is right where we are, in divine terms of divine timing, divine intention, divine opportunity, okay? This is where we are at to learn, okay? So what we intend to grow towards is fearlessness. I'm just going to read the description of it, okay? The universe is in your cells. Call yourself forth fearlessly in the face of convention. The universe is tending towards a spiritualization and lightening, and your fearlessness is needed to change the resistance of old, outworn habits. This could be a time of rest from outer work and responsibilities, for you need to go deep within and face all your fears of the unknown, of being controlled, of being a victim, of madness or death. You may have vigilant or conscious sleep at this time. The vibration of your cells are changing to be more open to the love light. When fearlessness is mastered, you have gone through your conditional fears and accept more fully the uncertainty and mystery of life. Free yourself of expectations and live from a place of unconditional love. Fearlessness nourishes your light body. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, so we're at 21 minutes right now, and the way I broke it up last time, I felt like it was like a good way of processes. So I'm breaking this up between point A and point B. Point A is the call out to what we should be focusing on. Now, part B is a call to action on what methods, what concepts can be integrated in our day-to-day realm to integrate in order to reach the higher state, the higher realm. So anyhow, I'm breaking this up because I want to extend the opportunity of healing in a capacity of how much you really want to invest. Do you just want to have a rough sketch like, hey, this is my card of focus? If it resonates deeply within, or if you want to take it even further, then you step into point B, okay? So if you like this message, please hit the like button, subscribe, comment if you may, and hopefully I see you on the flip side, if not another video. So anyway, thanks for taking the time out to heal and add to the collective whole, using your healing powers. I'll see you all later. Have a good day.